It is day 36 of 75 hard. It has been a long morning, but let's start the day. We're starting a new book today. It is called the 5 a.m. Club. I am a little scared to start this because the last book I picked was really bad and I was literally doing just I reached the 10 pages and I would stop. As opposed to, if you guys remember when I read this book, it was so easy for me to just read like 30 pages, 40 pages, 50 pages, etc. like at a time. And then when I read Can't Hurt Me by David Goggins, I was reading like, again, 50 pages at a time, and just like it was so motivating. Like I read this on the treadmill. Like I was so motivated by it and I would get so amped every time I would read it. Let me remove these post-it notes from it. I have tried to read 5 a.m. Club before. It's not a new book like for me. I did DNF it at one point. I just thought it was really crappy, but I've heard so many great things about it, so I wanted to give it another go. I don't want to be reading something boring. I want to read something that's motivating, and I thought I just didn't like that aspect of it. But again, like I said, we're giving it a go. We're starting off at page number 1. So today, let's aim to read up to page number 10, which is perfect because that puts us up to chapter 3. Finished reading the book. I'm a little confused about exactly what's happening in this first chapter, and I think it's part of the reason why I DNF'd it the first time. I kind of remember the reason why I didn't like reading it is because it was like telling a story. It was telling like, it seemed like a fictional story. The first chapter is about this executive who has like lost her company. She's like a tech startup founder and she's lost her company to a hostile takeover or something, and she's feeling, little trigger warning here, she's feeling like, I think the word that we're using right now is unaliving. So she's feeling like unaliving herself. I think that's the word. She's feeling like she wants to do this, and then she sees like a brochure for a seminar or something, and then she thinks like, oh, like what's the worst that can happen? Okay, so let me just go to the seminar. And then in the seminar, we have like a speaker, and he's termed as he or she, I think it's just termed as the spellbinder. And then the spellbinder just giving everybody like, you know, the classic little pep talk. Some lines from here that I like is that you need to remember that your excuses are seducers, your fears are liars, and your doubts are thieves. Or another little paragraph that I like. I'm going to read it out to you guys. It's going to be a little long. If you sense your life's a mess right now, this is simply because your fears are just a little stronger than your faith. With practice, you can turn down the volume of the voice of your scared self and increase the tone of your most triumphant side. The truth is that every challenging event that you've experienced, each toxic person you have encountered, and all the trials you have endured have been the perfect preparation to make you into the person you are now. You needed these lessons to activate the treasures, talents, and powers that are now awakening within you. Nothing was an accident. Zero was a waste. You're definitely exactly where you need to be to begin the life of your most supreme desires. One that can make you an empire builder along with a world changer and perhaps even a history maker. I really like that little paragraph. Another little line I like is ideas are worth nothing unless backed by application. The smallest implementations is always worth more than the grandest of intentions. Towards the end of the chapter, the spellbinder who's giving this speech kind of just collapses. Okay, so that's what we're up to. And tomorrow, that's exactly 10 pages, so I'm going to stop it right there. Tomorrow, we'll read the next chapter, which is also around 10 pages, which is perfect. And I might also give this a go on the treadmill as well. So that was our first task of the day done, reading our 10 pages. I still haven't started drinking water. Obviously, I haven't done my 2 workouts. I am about halfway with my protein goal for the day, which is the eating portion. Right now, we're gonna get stuck into some work. It's Monday, so I have lots of emails to get back to, just catching up with the team, seeing what orders have kind of come in throughout the weekend and all of that. So I'm gonna get stuck into that. Just finished doing some scripting and recording for voiceovers for a travel vlog. I'm gonna continue on with that because I'm almost done with the rest of the scripting for this particular travel vlog, and then we'll be like all done with it. I'm still working my way through my water. I'm going to try to complete what we're currently working on. It is for the first time. I am kind of on time. It is 5:12 p.m. I just finished doing the last bit of the voiceovers and putting together the script and everything. So all the files are shared and we're done with project 4. I want to say like 1 liter of water is done, about like 300 ml in my second bottle. So I'm going to have a sip of that and then we're going to go for my workout. Back from my walk. It is so hot. I have an average pace of 15 minutes-ish, which is pretty great, and like walked 2.8 kilometers. I have like the last few seconds on this left. Let's drink some water and then we're gonna go and freshen up. I think the baby is almost home. I think she's already home. She might be downstairs from her class, which is perfect timing, but that means I do need to go and change and like freshen up before she comes home, because once she's home, I want to spend time with her. So solid 2 liters done. You can tell it was hot and humid outside. Still more pleasant than what the weather was when I started 75 hard. Still pretty hot and humid. All right, let's go change. Just had a quick shower and breaking out a little bit in places. So I'm just gonna put on some moisturizer, head back outside basically. I can hear the baby, she's just come home. My body is still running like a little hot from the walk outside and then also from the shower. There's something wrong with our shower system. It doesn't give any cold water. It only gives hot water and the minimum temperature is like 38 degrees. So it's like at that point I want to do a nice like cool shower and I'm not able to, so I feel like even more hotter. I'm gonna spend evening with the baby. We have to do playtime, shower time, dinner time, and then like a little bit more playtime so she goes to sleep. And then at that point, I think I will do my second workout, which is the train well workout. I am feeling really lazy to do the train well workout and I just feel like I just want to walk, do a slow walk on the rooftop. But I'm just going to go and do the workout. I told myself, even if you want to skip all of like the exercises that you don't like, just skip it, but just go at least do the exercises that you do like. Usually what ends up happening is once I start the workout, I'm fully in the mode. I end up doing everything, including the cardio portion and whatnot. But still hot, but let's get out of here. And I'll see you guys in a couple of hours. It's 9:22, so I'm gonna go upstairs and do our second workout of the day. The rule with 75 hard is that there should be a minimum of 3 hours gap between each of the workouts. The creator of 75 hard does say that it's not a hard and fast rule. So on most days, whenever I can, I try to stick to it. You guys know sometimes on Saturdays, they end up being a little bit more like 2 hours or back to back. The other rule with 75 hard is that, and this is just like a rule that I realized recently, is that you can do whatever meal plan that you want, but there can be no junk food. And I've been having some junk food. I've been hitting my like meal plan goal, which is 100 grams of protein every single day. But there have been days where I've had an ice cream. Yesterday I had like a Kit Kat. I have definitely not like binged or just spent the entire day eating it. It's been like one ice cream in the week, and we're gonna go do our train well workout. Last time I checked, which was like 20 minutes ago, it was raining, so I'm hoping that the rain has stopped and it's like drizzling so we can do the workout. But this is gonna be it doesn't have to be an outdoor workout because we just did that walk outside, so it's okay if I do it under the shelter. That's one of the other rules, that you're not supposed to do it where it's like the outdoor workout can't be where it's sheltered. So if you're doing it in like your patio and it's sheltered, it's not a true outdoor workout. If you're doing it in your balcony and it's sheltered, it's not a true outdoor workout. You're supposed to be able to like feel like the wind hitting your face, etc. So just like these little technical rules that I feel like no one talks about and no one really mentions. We're about 2.4 liters in, so I have about 1.4 liters left for the day, but I think I can do my 1 liter as I'm doing my workout and then only have a little bit left as well. I don't know if you guys can see too clearly, but it is indeed raining. However, we're gonna push through with the workout. I did think about just doing the elliptical, stretching session, yoga, walking on the treadmill, because we've already done the outdoor portion of the workout. However, today is Monday. Monday is a train well strengthening exercise, and I wanna stick to that. I don't wanna get into the mode of I will go tomorrow. I will do it tomorrow. I will do it tomorrow. That's where I also kind of went wrong with doing C25K earlier in the year. Without further ado, let's go. I was listening to A Good Girl's Guide to Murder. It is coming out on Netflix soon, and I just got the audiobook on Libby, so I'm listening to that on my walk. But I think right now I'm going to actually listen to either like Atomic Habits or something that I've already like heard or listened to before, because I find it tough when I'm like doing a strenuous exercise to concentrate on a book or like a new book. Hey Siri, start strength training workout. Done with the workout. It was, wow, there's so many cicadas. Done with the workout. It was a good workout. I did just change up a few of the things because it was like floor exercises, and it's raining and it's like really like wet even when it's not raining. So I didn't want to put my yoga mat and get all wet, etc. So some of the exercises I kind of changed up a little bit. Still really difficult. We're done with the workout now. Let's get going. I'm still working through my water. Let's drink some water before we go down. I ended up doing a full shower, washing my hair, light blow dry, all the products, the usual stuff. And now I'm gonna go to sleep. All of the tasks are done for the day except for I have another 400 ml of water to go. And I'm just gonna have that because I have to take my multivitamin and my antihistamines for the day. So I'm just gonna have those together and go to sleep. I'm gonna read a little bit of my book today before going to sleep. It's 12:37 a.m., a little late. However, would like to work out and everything like that, I think. This is just the way that it has to be. Tomorrow is day 37, day 38. That's like our midpoint of the challenge. And there's still such a long way to go, but I can't believe we're halfway through the challenge. I'm so excited that I made it this far, and I haven't had to do a vlog that's like, sorry guys, I failed, and that's the end of the series. Excited for tomorrow. We're gonna have a good day. I'll see you guys then. Good morning. It is day 37, and I am just sitting in my reading chair, and I have my bottle of water right over here. I have my book. So we're up to chapter 3 of the 5 a.m. club, page 11. So we're gonna try and read to page 21. I have up to page 39 here because that's like the closest to a chapter. Let's read and drink our water. Just finished my pages. I actually ended up getting done just over 10 pages. I'm starting to remember why, the book hasn't got to its good part yet, but I'm starting to remember why I didn't like the book in the first place. It just does like this storytelling bit, not bit, like this entire thing is just storytelling. And I remember the first time I was reading the book, I just like, oh, this is the part where it tells a story. Let's skip. And then I realized like the entire book just tells you the information or lesson in the way of a story. The reason why I decided to pick it up again is because I read Who Moved My Cheese by Dr. Spencer Johnson. It was like the second book that I read in the challenge, and it delivers the message and like the lesson that you learn about like change within a story. And I thought it was just really nicely done. So I had decided to give this a go because I'm really struggling with my early like morning wake up, my morning routine right now. I'm really struggling with it just because I have a bad evening routine as well. But it's just sometimes a little like this book in yesterday's chapter, we had like a character that was introduced in chapter 1 who was a executive. They thought about like their company was taken away from them by like a coup or something like that, and they thought about like they were just feeling really like sad, depressed, trigger warning here, and they thought about unaliving themselves, and they discovered this conference and they decided to go. And then at the conference or the seminar, this spellbinder is speaking, giving the motivational talk, saying all the stuff, and then the spellbinder just collapses during the talk. Executive or the entrepreneur, actually I think it is, the entrepreneur sitting next to an artist, and then they like get to talking. This is chapter 3 now, what I read today. They get to talking, they're like discussing like, oh, you think, he's hurt, you think spellbinder is okay, etc. But then they come across in this auditorium a man that they think is like a homeless man. All three of them are talking about like, oh, what did you get out of this? What did you get out of this? And some of the stuff that they say is like just quotes from other people or just like straight up quotes. So just to give you an example, the entrepreneur thought about a quote that she loved from Theodore Roosevelt, and then they just say the quote from Theodore Roosevelt. And there's like another portion where they just like, spellbinder articulated firmly, blah, like, and then it says this quote, and I'm like, you could just given me a book of quotes by famous people. So far, that's how I'm feeling. I'm in like chapter 3, right? I'm sticking with it. I'm hoping that it's going to get better. Some of the quotes were great quotes, but I was just like, you guys know me. I get really like, if a nonfiction book can be shorter, let's make it shorter. Like, I feel like a lot of authors will pad their nonfiction books when it just really doesn't need to be done. I could understand sometimes why you would pad a fiction book, like just like put in extra stuff in there because it might go towards like character development. It might be an entertaining moment. It might be like a point where you're connecting with the character and it just adds a little something extra to the story. I don't know, you think about Quidditch in Harry Potter. I loved the Quidditch scenes, everything that went around it, but a lot of it could have been skipped. Like, you didn't need to include it in there. A lot of things did happen during Quidditch, like Harry catching the snitch in his mouth, him falling off the broomstick and like seeing Sirius or this or that. Lots of things happened and was interwoven into it, but could have completely cut Quidditch out, and it would not have felt like, if we didn't have Quidditch to begin with, we would not have felt like we were missing anything, and there would have been other ways for her to incorporate those things into the story. But it was like an interesting way to do it, and all of the extra stuff that happened around Quidditch, you know, the lessons or the training or all of that kind of stuff, it just like kind of added a little bit extra to the story. If you're writing a nonfiction book, obviously I have not written one, but I just need to say, like, cut the filler content. Like, just get straight to the point of the book. Paragraph on you as like an author, on why we should care that you wrote the book, or like why we should care about you as an author. But at the end of the day, I bought the book to learn the stuff in it. So I don't know. That's just how I feel. That's the current state. I wasn't able to continue with the book. I just was like, oh, I just need a break from reading this. I'm gonna give this book a fair go, and just like, even if it's just 10 pages, just read it properly, not try to skim it. I'm about halfway done with the water. I was hoping to be done with the water, but I don't know how this person on Reddit, they were just saying that they just chugged this 1 liter of water in the morning. And I'm like, I have no idea how you do that, because I feel a little queasy chugging all this water on an empty stomach. All right, let's go for our team meeting. Finished with a team meeting. I'm gonna have my coffee. I'm gonna finish the water now as well. Water done. That is our first liter of water, guys, for the day. And that feels so good to have that out of the way. Especially, you guys know, this weekend I was drinking my first liter of water by 6 p.m. To finish the rest of the 3 liters, like to get up to 3.8 liters in the last couple of hours of the day was tough. I think that's also so like about why you should find like a community or a group of people when you're doing something like this. And of course, I'm just using Reddit as my community. I don't have any friends that are doing the challenge, is what I mean to say. Don't know anybody in real life that's also done the challenge. So something as simple as just finding a community that online like Reddit has helped me so much, just like to keep going, to clarify some of the rules, to get new ideas, and even just helping me with like figuring out a schedule. The water, even though I had a schedule in the beginning, but kind of seeing everybody else's schedule helps me like feel motivated about like, oh, okay, this person did this and this sounds pretty cool. And like I said, even though it's similar to like that scheduling that I did the first week, I just kind of fell out of that schedule, and it was nice to just be inspired and motivated by somebody else's and pick it back up. Highly recommend you go join a Reddit group. I think they also have a Facebook group for 75 Hard, so go and do that if you guys want to do the challenge. It's like really motivating. All right, let's make coffee and get ready. I am dressed. I'm wearing this blue dress today that I got made in Da Nang when I was there in Hoi An. It has buckets, and we're gonna do our hair. I'm using my Dyson straightener. Talked about this a few times. I bought it myself. It's not like I was gifted it, or I love that the fact that it's cordless. The battery doesn't last too long. However, it's perfect for like my kind of hair, which is pretty fine. If you have like thicker hair, or it takes you usually longer to do your hair, like straighten your hair, this like hair straightener might not have enough battery for you, but you can always like plug it in between like swipe throughs. I'm gonna use the heat protector that I bought. It's not the best. Like the spray nozzle is not amazing. It just like squirts out so much product. And my hair is kind of wet now, which I don't like. This is the difference. Like, it's a lot. I'm gonna section off my hair a little bit. It's a little easier to do this. Okay, this is how it is looking. I'm pretty happy with that. There are still like some little bits in there that are like not as nicely done, but we just have to live with that. That's my deal for being impatient. I think most of it's straight. I'm thinking around like this back area. There'll be some that are like a little bit crooked, but I think we're gonna call that a day. I'm gonna put on this Kerastase serum just on the ends a little bit and then brush it through to minimize frizziness. Mini H&M haul, rain jacket. I got it in like one size up. It could be a little loose and like hang below and cover me a little bit. They had this collection out, like their athletic collection is called like Move, and they have like soft move, dry move, this move, that move. And they had a collection out called Storm Move, and it had the most stunning red jacket. I wasn't able to get that one, but from their Storm Move collection, I got this other black rain jacket. This might have been from the men's collection, but because it's been raining, I just wanted to have an option. To be able to walk outside with a jacket. I got a couple of these sleeveless t-shirts. I have 2 of them already, and I really like to wear them in Pilates because you can see your arm while you walk. Okay, also got these leggings. They're from that same collection that I love, like the Move collection. And those are all of the leggings that I wear, but these ones are like extremely wide leg. And I have the flared version of these, which are really nice, like the regular yoga pants version of these, which are really nice. I wanted to also try the extremely wide ones, just for like one for home wear. Some days you just want to dress cute at home, or just like for like stretching and all of that stuff. We got some sports bras. You guys know I've been having trouble with my current sports bras. I just got like this one with the straps that are like this, and they don't hit on the, like they don't go behind the neck. This one I already have, I think like the black version. I just have one of them. So I just got a few more the same style because I know it'll work. And I've used that black one a few times already. Tennis was pretty successful today. We ended up going like, we were supposed to go at 4:30, but by the time I think we ended up going there, it was like 5:45, which is one of the things that I don't like about tennis, that like he will always change the schedule. And it's not his fault. It's because he doesn't like to play or teach when the court is wet. So he waits until it stops raining and then waits a little bit longer and then gets the court like you know, the squeegee, like it's all the water, like puddles of water removed, and then we come. But it just like, you know, throws us for a little loop, like kind of disrupts the evening portion. But right now, waiting for the yoga teacher to come. We're gonna do a stretch session. We're done with the outdoor workout portion as well, but we're gonna do our stretch outside anyway, just because it's cooler, it's nicer. I'm gonna take you guys upstairs so we can chat while she arrives, because she's not here yet. I'm gonna take a bottle of water with me. Our stretching teacher is officially here. So I'm just walking upstairs. We're gonna go do it in the roof. Everything should be set up already. I sat down on this thinking that it wouldn't be wet, but it is actually kind of soaking. I took off all of like and it's also dripping water. So this is gonna be really quick. We finished the workout stretching session and I was sweating, you guys. I think the last time I sweat this much was when we were in Hanoi visiting like the incense stick market and the fishing trap village or whatever. And I was just sweating buckets because it was 100% humidity. Here it's not 100% humidity. I think it's only like 60% humidity. First we did a warm up and that was so tough. I am so glad that I have someone to help me reach my flexibility goals, because we did stretches that I've seen other people do. Like I kind of knew that they existed, just didn't do them because they're obviously tough to do. She was like, no, we're gonna do this, and she would like hold my leg up or like push it into position. Very responsive when I say like, oh, that hurts or something like that. But I'm very, very, very conscious to not get injured while I'm doing these stretches, because I want to be able to like continue to stretch and be able to do these stretches, because once you get injured, you're like done, you're like out. out for a minimum of like 6 weeks. If you pull something or something happens, you're just like out. I want to be very conscious to not do that. I did do that when I was younger and I was trying to overstretch and whatnot. So I want to be very, very, very mindful of that. But the 3 stretches that I want to get is my middle splits. And I just want to have it so it's like I'm like pancaked kind of on the ground and my legs are like 180. I have never been able to achieve that in my entire like thing. If you guys don't know, I did ballet from like when I was 15 to like 18 or 19. And I think I did it like I had a couple of lessons in my 20s, like early 20s as well. By a couple, I literally mean like no more than 10. But I just have such a huge passion for dance and all of that. So I've never though in that time been able to get my middle splits. I was able to get my like front leg split. So that's when you have one leg in front and one leg behind. I've been able to get that split on both legs, but like the splits where your legs are like beside you, I've never been able to do that. Never been able to get like flat on the ground with it being 180 as well. So that's like a huge goal of mine. The other stretch that I want to do is have my leg like 180 like next to my ear and be holding it. And my ultimate goal with that is to have it so like I can let go and it kind of somewhere stays in the vicinity, or at least I'm able to like kick it up there and it kind of stays basically for like a cool little picture, or when you're in dance and you can do like a grand battement 2-second, which is like a big kick to your side. That would be really cool to do with having like your hips square and stuff. And my last goal is to be able to actually do a penché with my legs that are 180. Penché is basically like doing your splits but standing up. So I'd have like my right leg on the ground and then my left leg behind me and all the way back. We're at 2.3 liters of water. I'm going to drink this water, shower, get changed for the evening. We've done our protein intake. We've done reading, almost done with we did two workouts and almost done with water. I just took a shower. We did not an everything shower, but a pretty deep shower of everything. We're done with the medicine for the day. I still have a little bit of water still to go, but the night is still young. It's like 10 o'clock, which for me right now is still very, very, very early. So I'm gonna do a little closet declutter and vlog that for the monthly reset. It's something that I like to do every single month, just like putting things away, just tidy it up a little bit. That's it. There's nothing else that's exciting that's happening. Let's have some water. After this bottle, I have another 500 ml to go. We're doing pretty good on time. Let's go and start the closet organization. I'm going to be calling it a night. I have about 500 ml of water to go, so just going to sip on that while I read my book. I think it's about 11 o'clock or so right now. I don't know if I'm going to go to sleep, when I'm going to go to sleep, but I'm going to do my best to not and resist jumping on my phone, because past few nights that's what's happened, where I've jumped on my phone, gone on like a spiral, looking at Reddit, looking at this, looking at that, and we just want to avoid that at all costs. And I know if I read and get into like the groove of reading, I will like naturally start to kind of drift off. So that's the aim. That is the end of day 37. We are now officially-ish halfway through 75 hard. 37 and a half days, I guess, is the halfway point. So we are officially halfway through 75 hard. So that is a wrap for today's vlog. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye. Good morning. It is day 38 of 75 hard. I am currently just getting ready for the day. I have already done my 10 pages of reading today of the 5 a.m. club. I'm doing my skincare right now. Haven't really started on the water drinking or any other activities, but as soon as we get ready, we can get started on our day fully. I'm using these Pixie under eye masks. Is this the way you're supposed to put it on, or is it the other way? I'll put it on this way and then you guys let me know. My under eyes right now are just really dry. I think it's because like summer is almost over. We have winter coming up. My skin is just getting drier, which honestly I don't mind, because in the summer I just tend to break out a lot more. It's like slipping and sliding, so hopefully it'll stay in place. But this morning we woke up early, had some time with the baby because my husband didn't have to go to work until a little bit later in the day. He's left now, so I just decided to start my day. We have a pretty easy breezy, fun day happening if this doesn't slide off. And then while all of this happens, let's put on our mascara. I have my 2 workouts today. I think one of them is going to be a walk and the other one is my train well workout. Again, I'm on that like like, oh, I'll just do my train well workout tomorrow kind of mode. I do just want to kind of stick again to that schedule, like the same logic that I had before. I want to do my best and stick to the train well schedule of Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday. If you don't know what I'm talking about, basically Trainwell is this app. This is not sponsored by them whatsoever. I'm currently on a free trial, I think. Eventually I will be paying for the app. But basically it's like you sign up, you get like hooked up with like an online trainer, you tell them what your goals are, and they come like workout plan for you. They give you like a little workout plan according to like things that you want to do. And it's like you can give them a lot of feedback on what you're liking and what you're not liking. And I kind of told her my goals were to get stronger. I want to be able to squat heavy and do like good, like be able to do push-ups and all of that kind of stuff. And I also told her things that I hate. I told her I hate doing like lots and lots and lots of reps of something. Like I'd rather do a heavier weight and less reps than do like 2 kilos 100 times. Like I think that's just so boring for me. And she's really receptive to that. She completely listened to that. And I do absolutely love the workout plan that she's given to me. It's just that, always like, I'll do it tomorrow. And I told myself, or at least I promised myself with this workout, I was not going to get in the mode of like, I'm going to do it tomorrow. And then you kind of get to the end of the week and then you have 3 workouts like Friday, Saturday, and Sunday with like no rest in between. That's kind of what I did, I think, like on C2 5K when I was doing that 5K running program where I pushed, like I kept saying, I'll do it tomorrow. Things just got really hectic. Didn't give myself enough time to recover from these runs. So I have that, and then we have the train wheel workout and then like a walk. That's what I think I'm going to do. Got a foam roller from Amazon so I could do like a self little massage at home, like post workouts, roll out my calves, my ankles. It's really my lower back and my glutes that are hurting. I got this one with the little ridges and wavy bits, and I also got a plain foam roller as well for parts where I don't want like the ridges to get at me. My husband uses it like a little massage ball, but I find that it just irritates me, and I prefer a foam roller. So I'm going to be using this every time after a walk, or just maybe at the end of the day after my last workout of the day, just to kind of really roll out my muscles a little bit. I think that'll really help with just the soreness that I'm currently feeling. Even though, yes, I'm feeling soreness with 75 hard, it's not like a bad kind of soreness. I'm not hurt. I want to also emphasize I'm not hurt, but 75 hard is great because it just kind of makes me push through some of the stuff that really I would, at this stage, if I was not following 75 hard, I would have made an excuse. I would have been like, my body's sore, something, and I would have just made an excuse. I actually got a little sad during my goals review because the only goal that I hit for the month was reading my book, mainly because I had 75 hard on and all of this stuff and daily vlogging and stuff. So if my goals were completing 30 days of 75 hard, vlogging every single day, I did that. But if my goals were a bunch of other stuff, I did not. Still on my first liter of water. That is 1 liter of water down. I think I've had about 1.5 liters so far for the day going, but not very strong. I have some vitamin D. It's an oral solution. So I'm going to take, it's like a shot that you take. It's kind of it was actually not bad. It was recommended by my doctor because I have really low levels of vitamin 3. He recommended it 3 months ago and I just haven't taken it. And I'm going to get another blood test this week, so I'm hoping that makes a dent on it and he doesn't think that there's something wrong with me. It's sugar-free, single shot of 60K vitamin D. It's not a prescription medicine, but he prescribed it to me because my vitamin D was so low. We'll see if this makes a difference in the long run. I mean, I don't think it'll make a difference in the blood test this week, but maybe in the next blood test. Let's find our water bottle and chug some water right now because we are behind. Right now it is 6 o'clock. I'm just about to sign off work, but I was gonna go for a walk outside. It's already 6. If I was with my husband, I would totally 100% go. And I love my walks outside, but I feel like it's just gonna get dark really soon. So I might switch it up and just do the walk on the treadmill. I have to do my upstairs rooftop train well workout anyway. So I'm just gonna do 45 minutes on the treadmill. It is 9:17 p.m. right over here. I got my IKEA folding table. It's called the Norden, spelled like Nor and Den, like Norway, but Norden, like dog's den. That was really bad. That's what it's called, but it is a folding table. First is a long table, and then it has these little sides, which is pretty heavy, and then these legs kind of come out, and there's a little point in which they balance like this, and it comes like that. And then you can fold down both of the sides if you want to, like this. And it folds down like this, and then it has drawers. They have 3 drawers on this side and 3 drawers on the other side, so it's really cool as like a co-working desk as well. You can actually fit 4 people on this desk, and then like have like drawers for each person as well. Probably 4 people with laptops and not much else. We have to go for my walk. It's not raining right now, which is perfect, but I'm not going to do the train wheel workout. I'm just going to go for a walk. That walk on the treadmill today was weak. It was like 1 mile per hour or something that I walked. I think I walked 1 mile in 44 minutes because I usually walk around 3 miles in 45 minutes. So I was just so like lethargic, low motivation, etc. But I'm gonna go upstairs and we'll do the just like walking workout, and then one of these days we have to do the train wheel workout anyway. But we're gonna start our walk. Hey Siri, start outdoor walk workout for 45 minutes. All right, we're gonna start the workout. I'm gonna listen to A Good Girl's Guide to Murder. I'm loving the series. All right, done with my 45-minute walk. It was a chill walk. I think I did like just under 2 kilometers on the walk. I did get a stomach ache in between, so I had to go take a bathroom break. It's because of all of those chocolates I ate. Chocolates just don't sit well in my stomach. I have no idea what it is. I don't know if it's the dairy in there that like makes my stomach upset, but yeah, not so pleasant. But my husband, if you guys can kind of see him in the back. Not really, because he's not in focus. Nothing is in focus at this stage. He very kindly did the walk with me and like waited until I finished. Now we're gonna go. Let's get in our PJs. Let's take a shower, get all fresh. Maybe I will have an early night tonight because I feel really, really, really sleepy. But I feel like this is the time when I'm like most awake. So I'm going to, if I'm like not falling asleep or drowsy, I'm just gonna go ahead and get some work done because this is like the best time. There's absolutely nothing to disturb me. I am all showered now. I have jumped on the computer because we're gonna do a little bit of work until we're feeling sleepy. Yesterday I went to sleep around 2:30, so I think 2 o'clock would be a decent time. So right now we're gonna do some Insta360 footage editing, and then I'm going to just organize and share some files with the team to edit. So let's get started. I'm currently listening to A Good Girl's Guide to Murder. I have it borrowed from Libby, which is an app where you can borrow books, and you just need to have like a membership with your local library to do that. They only let you borrow it for like 21 days or so. I have like literally 2 days, like less than 48 hours that I can like have this book, and then I have to return it. I can't renew it because there's a huge waiting list for the book. I think it's because the Netflix movie version TV show something comes out very, very soon for it. So I'm currently 3.5 hours in, 26% of the way in, and I have about like 9.5 hours to go. So I'm hoping I can finish it before it expires because I would be bummed. It is actually a really good listen, and I would say listen to it on audiobook because it has like sound effects and all of that kind of stuff, and it's not a graphic audio. It just has like little background sound effects, and it's spectacular. All right, I'm just gonna finish this 1/3 liter of water. I have about 300 ml to go, so I'm gonna go grab that. Finished editing all of the Insta360 clips for CM Reap, and currently reviewing the first draft of the Taipei vlog, which is going up a week, like next week. So my editor will have plenty of time to just fix up any of the edit. It won't take too long, I think, to do them. I'm gonna go get my last bottle of water, 300 ml, plus have my medicines. Like it's 2 a.m. and I didn't have my allergy medicine, and my eye is already watering and my nose is already blocked. This is my antihistamine. This is my multivitamin, Centrum Women. Just something basic that I'm taking to supplement my journey. Tomorrow at 8 a.m. I am doing my blood test, so get excited for that. I usually get the results for the blood test within 24 hours, so I'm excited to see all of my stats. I do wonder if anything is like low, like my B12 or my iron or my vitamin or some vitamin D, not just my vitamin. I do wonder if any of those are low because I have been feeling so tired and so sleepy. So I'm hoping everything comes out okay. It's like a complete blood blood picture. I think they even will do like blood sugar. I think they're also going to do a urine sample. So it's like an all over full body type of thing, just to make sure that I am just doing well. I have lost 50% of whatever was like my goal for the year. So I just want to hope some of like my results are just like looking better. I think the last one I had like high cholesterol. I think it was high cholesterol, I forget. So just to see if those numbers look any better. Pointed you guys over here because we're gonna take off day 37. Oh, you can't really see it, but you get the point. Day 37 comes off. We can't take off day 38 yet because I didn't drink my water. This is 400 ml, so I do an extra 100 ml. We're done with day 38 of 75 hard. We're now officially over halfway through. We have a bunch of more days to go. This one is missing here, but a bunch of days to go still. And I will be honest with you guys, I'm enjoying the challenge, but I'm tired of the challenge. Like, it's stale. It's not exciting anymore. And I think this is exactly why he also makes it like a 75-day challenge, not just a 30-day challenge, because it's like all about mental toughness and discipline, right? And sometimes the stuff that you have to do like is not gonna be super exciting or new and all of that, right? To continue doing something when it becomes like a little tedious, when you lose that newness factor, that you lose that excitement factor. I am gonna go to sleep now. Let's turn off our candles here. I'm using the little snuffer to turn off all the candles. It's like a great way. So you don't have to blow everything and then all the smoke. Oh, I dipped the snuffer in the wax. Nurse is coming tomorrow to get to my blood test. Great thing about living in India is everybody comes home. Everybody comes to your house. Someone's gonna come home to do the blood draw, I think at 8:30, and also the urine sample. I have to keep that in mind because I always like pee beforehand and then it ruins it. Gonna do the urine sample, the blood test. I'm excited to get to my results. I would like to find out if I do have any vitamin deficiencies because that would help me and kind of figure out why I feel so exhausted all the time. But if I don't, then I know that I am just being lazy or just like really tired from the challenge. And then hopefully the rest of the blood work is good. Tomorrow is day 39. I'm excited. We're almost at day 40, which is another little milestone that we have. And I will see you guys bright and early for the blood test tomorrow. Bye. Good morning. We're doing a quick intro today because I am running late for Pilates. Woke up and got my blood test done. If you guys can see, they did a urine sample and then like a full blood test. And I should get the results by this afternoon or tomorrow. I have my morning coffee. I was gonna do my reading this morning while I had my coffee. However, can't find where I placed my book. I was talking about the book on camera, so I've just put it somewhere. Like I took it from its place and I've just put it somewhere. So we're gonna drink and then we're gonna head out so we can make it to Pilates, kind of, sort of, hopefully a little bit on time. And then starting with our water for the day. This is about 600 ml. All right, let's go get ready. I am back from Pilates. It is after lunch. So after Pilates, I went to get a massage. One good massage place here. It was still a little like not as nice as it is in Hyderabad or a lot of other places. The technique of the masseuse was really good. She had really, really good pressure and I feel like my lower back feels a lot better. My hip flexors feel a lot better. I think my hip flexors start to hurt a little bit just because I feel like they're not as strong. In Pilates, we have a lot of like, leg going up and down sequence. It kind of hurts. So she kind of really massaged them out. Yeah, it just feels so much better. I wish I could go every single day, but it was expensive. And I'm usually not like, I try not to be like, when it comes to fitness, health, wellness, try not to cheap out on stuff. It was so expensive, this massage, but it was really good. We're gonna make matcha, guys. That's what we're doing. I need a little pick-me-up. You know what? Maybe I just need some water. Okay, also, I'm doing this new thing where on your camera, you have a little screen that comes out on the side or on the top, your live screen, right? So I have a bad habit of like looking at the screen. I'm sure you guys have noticed. So what I'm gonna do is just flip the screen to the back so I get used to looking at the lens. So that might mean sometimes I'm not in frame exactly, but it's just like it irritates the crap out of me when I'm editing and I'm reviewing the video and I'm like, what the hell am I looking at? And why am I being so vain? But it's literally half the time I'm looking to make sure that I'm in frame, because I like to be like dead center in the frame and have room on top of me like this, especially because I have a wide lens on. So if I stand kind of to the side, I feel like it makes me wider. But anyway, so if in the vlogs that go forward, I am not in the frame perfectly, that is why. Let's have some water. So yeah, I have some water. I'm like, I don't really need matcha. So I guess I was just thirsty. That's a good call. I probably also should have done that before I had those 2 Kit Kats. These past couple of days have been just very, very Kit Kat and chocolate heavy, which is again, so unlike me. I'm just like, I don't have a huge sweet tooth. I finished only 600 ml of water today so far, and that was done during like Pilates class. So I went to Pilates in the morning. It was a good, oh, okay. I went to Pilates in the morning. Oh my gosh. I've just been like rambling, blah, blah, blah. I went to Pilates, and in Pilates, you have something called the 100, okay? And I'll try to put a little video or a picture of what it is. I have never been able to complete the 100 completely. Usually it's like you do like the boat pose where your arms are by your sides and you're pulsing them, and your chest and your head is off the ground and your legs are also off the ground. So you're kind of in this V position, and then you have to pulse your hands for 5 inhales and pulse your hands for 5 exhales, and that's like 1 repetition, and then you do it again. But in between, you don't get to rest. You just have to do 5 inhale, 5 exhale, 5 inhale, 5 exhale, and it's like 10 counts is 1 exercise, and then you do it 10 times. So basically you're holding this position for like 100 counts, which for me was wild. I was like, how does anybody in the entire world, like how does anybody do this? How does anybody do this? And then I did it today. The first time I did it, I couldn't even hold it for the first 5 inhales. I couldn't even inhale. Then I was doing like, just do 1 round, take a break, 1 round, take a break. Then I was doing 2 rounds. And then like, I think the last time I got up to 5. And then today, funnily enough, I started doing it. And after the first one, I just like flopped like a dead fish. I was like, whoa, like can't feel it. And then she's like, okay, let's do 2. And then I was 2 and halfway through like the inhales of 2, I flopped again like a dead fish. And she's like, okay, we're going to start again from the beginning. And I was like, crap. And she usually doesn't make you start things from the beginning if you like stop halfway through. Like we just keep going, which is really nice. But I was like, oh gosh, that sucks. Like do the 3rd one by now. And then I was like, you know what? You're just gonna push through it. You're just gonna push through it. And then my core and my legs are like quivering, and I'm still doing my inhales, exhales, inhale, exhales. And then at 5, I thought my legs were just gonna drop from me. And it was like the weirdest feeling. It felt like a little ocean at 5, like a little ocean kind of washed over me, where like whatever pain, like pain meaning that like it's hard, not like I broke something or I'm straining something or I'm pulling my neck or I'm pulling my back, because no matter what books, whatever they say, can't hurt me, David Goggins looking at you. You should never like work out if you think you're actually in a lot of like pain, if you're hurt, if you have a broken bone, etc. But it's just like hard, right? And my brain doesn't want to do hard things. It just wants to give up and be like, you can't do it because you're big and you have all this extra weight to carry, blah blah blah. But I was like, okay, just do 1 more and stop. And like at 5, I'm like, just do 1 more and then you can stop. Just stop at 6. It's cool. Like just take a break. And this little thing just washed over me, and it was like whatever strain, whatever pain I was feeling, like from holding myself up, like disappeared. It was such an odd feeling. And then it was just like literally like mentally, I just had to be like, keep it up, keep it up, keep it up. I could feel like my legs just going jelly at this stage. And it was just like, keep it up, keep it up, keep it up. I got to 10 and I flopped like a dead fish. And then she's like, no. And when you get to like the 10th count at the end of it, you're supposed to hold the position for another 10. And I completely forgot about that. But guys, I did the Pilates 100. I am so proud of myself. I hope you guys are proud of me too, because you've seen me at the beginning and you've seen me, 39 days in. It was so magical. It was just so cool. And yeah, it was like I could feel my brain unlocking and my body unlocking. It was really like just like a great moment for me. It has also been about 30 days since I started Pilates. We did a blood test in the morning, Pilates, then got the massage done, and now I just got ready in this like it's It's like a cord set. It's from H&M. It's from their maternity range. It's from my maternity days, but it's really cute and it's warm. I have my socks on, drinking my water, and we're gonna do some work right now. Baby is asleep on her second nap of the day. I think she's gonna wake up at any moment. After I came home, we had lunch together, and then we did some painting together. I also have to figure out a nice little hair situation for Pilates because I realized I hate looking like a slob in Pilates. She usually videos us as well, like to post on her stories. I'm like, I look like a slob in these videos. I wish this should be my hair for Pilates. I should oil my hair and then go to Pilates, right? It is 30 minutes past midnight, and I have just realized I have been absorbed in some editing work. I did do my second walk. It was just like a really easy walk on the roof. My second workout, which was the outdoor workout, which is a walk on the roof. I literally walked for 45 minutes and like 2 seconds. This chair keeps spinning, and I've just realized I've only had 1.6 liters of water all day today. If I finish this, it'll be 2 liters. I haven't read my book for today. I have no idea what the hell happened today, guys. I feel like the day just escaped me, like my mind was elsewhere. I have no idea. I can't tell you. Let's finish this water. All right, we're done. Okay, so now we're at 2.5 liters. It's not too bad. I am planning to go to sleep in about 90 minutes. Yesterday's vlog, I've just decided to completely give in on trying to like get up early, reset my routine, because there's no point spending like this time in the evening just like sitting in bed, like doing Duolingo on my phone and scrolling Reddit and watching YouTube videos. I thought I would spend this time getting some work done. Everybody's asleep, husband's asleep, baby's asleep. There is no one to disturb me. That's what we're doing. And let's get the reading done or else we're gonna flop this challenge because of 10 pages and some water. Good quality grass. Guys, this book is just so freaking irritating. How did I pick up 2 bad books in a row? This is a line. The homeless man then fell to his knees, kissed his holy beads, and continued to weep. Why can't you just give me the info about joining the 5 a.m. club, why it's great and why we should do it and how we can do it and all of the success stories and the inspo without all of this garb? Like, why does it have to be in this format? Is this not a nonfiction book? All right, we're gonna continue. I didn't read my 10 pages yet. I have 5 more pages. I'm so annoyed at myself for picking a crappy book, you guys, because you saw my stack of books. You saw how many books I ordered. Guys, this giant paragraph in this book is trying to convince the other 2 characters in the book to come on a trip with him so he can help them both become members of the 5 a.m. club. And you think this is going to have something great written in it. I'll explain how I use revolutionary method to build my empire. Like you'll discover so much. You'll be moved at the deepest level. You'll see the world through an all new set of just shush. Just cut the crap. Just get to the thing. Like, I'm so angry at this book. Okay, still trying to convince him to come on this trip with him. I've read about 20 pages of the book. This person, Robin Sharma, needed an editor, or his editor was very generous. I know nothing about Robin Sharma. It did start to get a little bit better, but we're moving on. That is our 20 pages done for the day. I kept one of my Laneige lip balms here so I could put it on throughout the day. I've had for way too long for not to be finished. And I also apply a little to my cuticle and my thumb here because it is really, just my thumb cuticle is really dry. We're gonna move on and do a little bit of work. I am feeling so peckish. I have no idea why. I have a little container of almonds that I have been munching on. Almonds are so great to munch on because they're not like an easy food to have. They're hard and they are crumbly. So for me at least, I don't ever consume a whole bunch of almonds. I did earlier today have a bunch of pistachios. They were salted as well. delicious. And pistachios are like buttery soft. Almonds are like not so great, but it did kind of just satisfy my peckishness. And that's a lot of what I'm also trying to do, like with, you know, while I'm doing 75 hard, I'm having my 100 grams of protein, but then also trying to make better choices for food and snacks. Like we did remove a whole bunch of like any like junk food. Of course, like we forgot to move the chocolates. The Kit Kats that I've been having are actually from, they're like cherry blossom flavor from Japan. So like I didn't have the heart to like give it away or like throw it away and stuff. Most of the food that we had, like the junk food, we gave it to someone. We didn't throw it away because so it's the food. Food, still delicious. Yeah, so we gave it to some of like we just have a downstairs kitchen as well where like food for the staff and everybody else gets made. So like my husband will have a lot of like work meetings and stuff. Like he has an office section in this house as well. So when he has meetings and stuff, like they'll get served like the food. It's not like bad. I'm like over explaining myself here. It's not bad food. It's not open food, but they're like, you know, those little 20-gram packets of like Lay's chips or like little like, you know, like I call them Indian snacks, but like those dried and fried snacks, like those little things. Just had to like get them sent downstairs, but they're in perfect eatable condition. Oh, let's check some water since we're here together. I'm getting kind of sleepy, which is worrying for me because I still have at least a liter of water to go. Right now I'm about to, I still have like almonds in my mouth, but I need to record a little voiceover. So we're gonna do that. It is the perfect time to record a voiceover because during the day, there's usually so much happening. Someone's on the phone, someone's watching TV, someone's phone's going off, somebody's working in the kitchen, etc. There's like cars honking and stuff. Perfect time to record the voiceover. The only thing with like recording voiceovers at nighttime is that my energy levels and my voice level is like really muted. It's like almost really soft, and that's okay, I guess, if it was like for the entire video, but it's just like for part of the video because I record like in one entire travel vlog, we might have like 8 to 10 separate voiceover recordings. I never record it all at once because it just creates one really long track and I make so many mistakes, so I just record it in batches. But yeah, so I just have to kind of like get my energy pumping, so it's like the same energy that I would have like right in the middle of the day. So let's record our voiceover. I'm using our hour, like it's hours, but I'm using mine. So I'm using the M7 Shure mic. This is like a podcast mic. It hooks onto your computer. I initially I thought it would also hook onto like my camera for like other like sit down type of videos, but it does not. What I do is usually I'll set this up and I will record voiceovers, but then if I need to shoot a sit down video, I'll also set this up and I connect it to my computer and I'll be like reading off my notes and stuff, and it'll record the audio, and then on my camera I'll record like a backup audio source. But right now we're gonna go ahead and I have to be really careful not to get too close to the mic because then everything's gonna be like just sound really blown out. So I'm gonna be watching my little sound meter over here and make sure that doesn't happen. But then I also can't be too far away from the mic because then you can't hear anything and then it's really annoying. This is voiceover 1 for CMV. Sometimes when I'm speaking, I have to be really careful that I have these like, as we all do, I'll have these like high notes like we missed and that it's really sharp, or I'll be like basically, like when I'm starting up a sentence, like basically you're supposed to, and the first word is really loud, and this just like makes it a little difficult to edit. They have to like edit the beginning of like the particular phrase. It just adds on editing time for them. I didn't get my results with the blood test today. Hopefully I'll get them tomorrow. And it's like not too bad. You know, sometimes when like these results take longer than they're supposed to, not okay happen here. Let's put on a little YouTube, just do a little tidy up.